I was just like, I didn't know what to do. But I just knew, I was like, I never wanted to be married.
She's trying to embarrass him into divorcing her.
Actually sat down with Will and had a conversation. He gave me his blessing. And I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my.
By now, the story of Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's marriage is no longer just gossip. It's widely documented and openly discussed. Their relationship never followed traditional boundaries, and Jada herself has admitted to stepping outside the marriage, later referring to it as an entanglement. However, Brother Bilaal claims that the version the public has seen is just a carefully curated glimpse of a far more complex reality. According to him, the number of men involved far exceeds what has been disclosed, and some of the names connected to Jada are far more famous than most people realize.
I saw some of the video. Mind you, when Jada at the house...
Was any of them allegedly MC Light?
Yes.
I just had that was just
why didn't you let me say that?
That was just my own opinion.
Come on, Ty,
I have no dog in this fight.
Oh, goodness.
But I always felt like, in my opinion, that her and MC Light kind of had something going on, and they used men, Will and MC Light's husband, to cover it up.
So,
and then we had a lady that came to sit on the show that said she saw MC Light and Jada at a known gay club for lesbians in Hollywood all the time.
So let me just put it like this, because the tapes are going to surface. The tapes are going to surface.
I don't want to watch them. That's illegal.
Oh, no. Listen. Yeah, that's right. That's right. The tapes are, that's why they reported it stolen, but they didn't report me as the thief, right? But now let me tell you how I saw the tapes. So when Jada's home at Will's house, not her other house, she allegedly has her wine. She has her something called Tushy. It's like a pink thing. It's popular in Colombia as well too, but it's like you get. It's like that mix, right? It's big in Colombia, right? And she got her ayahuasca or whatever it is. And she got her mushrooms. So she got her psychedelics, all that stuff. So she's sitting down here watching, playing with herself, and high as a kite, right? Not caring who's in the house, whether kids watching, nothing. She's in her own world. So that's how I was able to see the tapes. This is why she think I saw them. And I saw some things that were unreal. And I saw celebrities on the tape.
Oh.
So.
According to Bilaal, Jada was allegedly involved with Tyrese while still married to Will. He claims there are recordings that, in his view, support his statements. Bilaal insists that if these recordings ever come to light, it will be far more difficult for people to dismiss his allegations.
And in that video, he is begging her to stop, right? And she's telling him to shut up, right? And on that video, Jada had on Timberlands and a fitted baseball cap with the strap on, right? And the reason why she got so much hate for Alfonso Ribeiro is because they dated way before. I'm not even going to say dated, went it out a couple of times together, right? And allegedly something must have happened because Alfonso always had money. So back then Jada was broke, and you know that through your interview with LeBron.
He also mentions Charlie Mack, claiming that his alleged connection with Jada wasn't just rumor. According to Bilaal, even when Jada wasn't physically present, she was supposedly in the room, in spirit, pulling the strings and orchestrating interactions from behind the scenes.
Tyrese was on there.
I'm so glad Tyrese ain't got no money to sue me right now.
And Charlie Mack was on there with Will. And allegedly, I would appear to be Tyrese with Will and Jada. Then the one with Charlie Mack and Will, Jada's not on it, but you can hear her say, make him spit up, period. So when these tapes come out, people will know I'm telling the absolute truth.
Then there's Briar Y. Gray, another name Bilaal adds to the list. He claims Jada's connection to Briar went well beyond mere gossip. According to Bilaal, legal documents, including a mutual NDA, exist, which is when the situation allegedly intensified. He says that once the NDA became a potential liability, attempts to silence him ramped up. Instead of backing down, Bilaal asserts that he filed court paperwork under penalty of perjury, declaring he's willing to face jail time if even one of his statements is proven false.
I'm there. We're trying to talk through our problems at his birthday party. Me and Will are together trying to talk to all this stuff that's going on, this alleged hard drive that they think I have with all these people on it. Me potentially about to sue, me about to expose the mutual NDA that I had with Bashir Gray.
So this was after my interview.
This was way before your interview. So
okay.
we've been going on for.
Because I remember, because she said, Jada Pinkett Smith specifically said in the Breakfast Club interview, we quote her words, that there's been some legal back and forth.
Yeah, we tried to work it out.
And you have text messages here from Jamal asking if Charlie wants to talk to you.
Oh, this is late. See, it's so much information.
To do a 3-way call. I downloaded WhatsApp again, but go ahead.
Okay. So, where were we at? What were we talking about? That just threw me off a lot. Damn. Oh, okay. Yeah. So he invited me to his birthday party in King Richard premiere. It was a private screening. And at this is inside the legal paperwork of the civil harassment lawsuit against Jada. So she comes up to me, put her finger right in my face where her nail, right? And told me that I better stop telling her business, keep my mouth shut, or I was going to catch a bullet and a beat down. So right there, that's already violence, right? And then it's already threats and everything. So I said, okay, no problem. I didn't say nothing. I didn't hit her. I didn't do anything. But I already knew that I was going to make my move. So let's get into this lawsuit with Jada. So we talked about that one incident. We talked about her being embarrassed about the Tasha K interview that went viral globally. Okay. So that's one thing. Then Charlie Mack contacted my friend saying that Will and Jada wanted to pay me to write a retraction, and then him sending the retraction over to my friend, right?
And you said?
I said, no, I'm not going to do it. They were ready to pay me the money. And
he insists this isn't about clout or revenge. According to Bilaal, it's about revealing the truth, showing how Will was publicly humiliated while influential figures worked behind the scenes to protect Jada's reputation. He claims the public was only shown one entanglement, while privately, Jada was allegedly involved with multiple men throughout the marriage. Several of those men, he says, are prominent figures in the industry. And in Bilaal's view, the reason this story keeps being downplayed is straightforward.
40 years. I put in here about where TMZ, listen what they did to me. Well, I already told you. So, but just for your listeners, Will's reps claim he didn't have sex with Dwayne Martin, right? And then inside the article, people can just go back and see it. TMZ put, we don't even know if there's any connection between me and Will. Come on, man. Come on, TMZ. Y'all playing. Now, I'm reporting y'all to the FCC, right? Because y'all lying to people. You could have did a quick Google search and see, I got multiple movie credits with Will. I'm in the book, and if you go to my Instagram, that seals it right there.
TMZ is bottom page.
Right. So in my opinion, so in my opinion, they was giving TMZ a couple of those dollars. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now, so we thinking everything is over, right? After my accident, nobody's hearing from me. The Diddy stuff comes to light. Okay, so now everybody is separating themselves from Diddy. I go to my computer. I remember I went to a freak off party with Will. Well, I went to a party, but after the party became a freak off, right? So I send that out to every press person, right? Somebody picks the pictures up and put Will at Diddy's party. Will sitting up there.
With the naked girl?
Yes,
and stuff on the table?
yes.
Yeah, I remember that. They was eating fruit off the naked
Right, because they were saying,
that was an all-white party.
Yep.
Right?
I forget where it was at, but all I know is I had the pictures, and when I sent the pictures out, they were everywhere. Now, Will Then after that, everybody's going in. Now, I could tell you what
Will
happened.
said on a stage with fake AI fans that he has never, ever been to a Diddy party.
Okay. And him and Diddy are not cool.
Yeah.
Right?
Jay-Z said that too. We're not
Okay.
friends.
He claims that too many powerful figures allegedly have a vested interest in keeping the full story hidden, regardless of whether people believe him. According to Bilaal, the cheating wasn't a one-time rumor, it was a recurring pattern. With court filings, discovery, and sworn statements now in motion, he believes the truth will eventually come out, whether anyone is ready for it or not.
Within 1 year, it is my belief that Will and Jada will be involved with a sexual case on a criminal level. And I'm going to say that once again, just so everybody clear. Once I finish the lawsuit and once I finish this civil harassment thing with Jada getting all the discovery, all the interrogatories and giving them to the federal government and also giving it to the assistant attorney general, somebody's going to jail. Somebody. That's my belief. So all this is going on, but it's going to be criminal. Right now is all.
One of the most talked about moments involving Jada came on Red Table Talk, when she sat down with Will and confirmed what many had long speculated. She admitted to being involved in a relationship outside their marriage, later calling it an entanglement with R&B singer August Alsina while still married to Will. The episode went viral instantly, amassing over 15 million views within 24 hours. Viewers were stunned but looked visibly shaken, while Jada appeared composed. In that moment, many realized their marriage was far from the perfect image presented to the public. Jada first met August in 2015, when he was just 22, at a concert for Willow and Jaden Smith. At the time, August was already struggling with serious physical, mental, and emotional challenges, including a later revealed painkiller addiction that developed after collapsing on stage. According to Jada, August approached her seeking guidance and support. From August's perspective, he genuinely loved Jada and claimed he devoted years to the relationship, giving her his whole heart without regrets. Around that time, Will and Jada publicly acknowledged a private separation, framing it as part of their personal growth. Jada denied that Will gave his blessing for the relationship, but did not deny that it occurred. When the story first broke, most people focused on the shock factor, but comedian DL Hughley offered a different perspective, describing the dynamic between Jada and August as, in his view, almost predatory. He argued that it wasn't just the age difference, it was the imbalance of fame, influence, and emotional vulnerability. DL suggested that if the roles were reversed, the public backlash would have been much harsher. Comedian Luenell shared similar concerns. She described August not as a snitch, but as a deeply hurt man. She noted that men's emotional pain is often overlooked and emphasized that August was already fragile, dealing with health issues, trauma, and instability. Instead of professional guidance, he ended up in a complex romantic situation with a married woman who held far more power, security, and influence. Luenell also questioned Jada's role as a mentor, arguing that mixing guidance with romance, especially when the other person is vulnerable, is crossing a line. Both DL Hughley and Luenell agreed. If Will had engaged in a similar relationship, the public reaction would likely have been far harsher. Dr. Umar added his own perspective, suggesting that the situation may no longer be about love at all. He claims, based on what he's heard, that a prenuptial agreement may not exist, which, if true, could explain much of the public drama surrounding Will and Jada.
They do not have a prenuptial agreement. If that is true, that Will does not have a prenuptial agreement, that helps to understand everything that's transpiring. I believe the reason he's still with her at this point is to safeguard his estate, which he should. And I think the reason why she's being so disrespectful, blatantly disrespectful, bringing up Tupac's proposal, why is that coming up now? Saying Chris Rock tried to hit on her. Why is that being said to the public after this man and your husband got into an altercation at the Emmys? From what it looks like on the outside looking in, and I have nothing against Jada at all. Obviously, I'm a Will Smith fan. Only actor in American history to garner 10 consecutive #1 box office hits. Nobody has ever done that, not even Denzel. Will Smith is the only actor to do that in American history. And on top of that, he's the first rapper to win a Grammy. So his place in history is etched solid. And I just think it's an unfortunate situation because he's been through a lot of things in his life. I never met him personally, but obviously he came out with the book detailing his situation. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but of course I get the reports from it. And I just think it's unfortunate what's going on because on the one hand, you have a man who doesn't want to get took to the cleaners by a woman who really didn't help him build his brand or his name. And on the other hand, you have a woman who says to herself, arguably, I gave you 2 children. I was here for the journey, although I may not have had anything to do directly with your success. I was still your emotional comfort. I was still your wife, your confidant, your partner. And I think she wants out the marriage. And I just think she's going at it in a very dysfunctional way. I think she's trying to embarrass him into divorce.
According to him, Jada may want out of the marriage, but not without securing what she believes she's owed. Dr. Umar suggests that both sides likely feel justified in their positions. Where he's most critical, however, is in how he thinks Jada is handling it. Rather than leaving privately, she appears to be applying public pressure through revealing disclosures, awkward moments, and situations that leave Will visibly unsettled. Dr. Umar sees this not as coincidence, but as a deliberate strategy.
Being interviewed and someone said something to the effect of marriage or divorce. I forget the question or the comment, but Jada responded by saying, quote, "is cheaper to keep her." I think they said, "Why are you 2 still together?" And it was in a joking way. They weren't being, there was no animosity. They were not being adversarial. It wasn't even a serious conversation. It was very laid back and relaxed in a joking dialogue. But the person said, "Why are you guys still together?" And Jada Pinkett Smith's response was, "It's cheaper to keep her." He didn't say that. She said it. And I think that speaks to the fact that there was no prenuptial agreement.
Wow, man. So you think she's making all these comments intentionally hoping that he'll divorce her?
Absolutely. If you're not going to let me out of this marriage and give me half of what I feel I'm entitled to, because that's, the American way, women get half of the man's estate, even if they didn't help him build it. And no disrespect to Jada, there's a very strong possibility that she helped Will get to where he is. I really can't see how, because he was always talented. I remember going to a Will Smith concert right here in Philadelphia down at the Spectrum. It was Will Smith. New Edition was the headliners. It was Will Smith, Jazzy Jeff, Roxanne Shante, UTFO. I was a young blood back then. And I still remember Will when he was a rapper on stage. And once he went to Fresh Prince and then Independence Day and all those movies he was just a hit. The man was a hit. Every movie he put out, garnered billions of dollars at the box office. So, but again, I want to be respectful to her. That's a marriage. There's some things behind the scenes that we don't know about where she could probably argue that she played a significant role, in his development as an actor. I don't know. Or as a businessman. But from the outside looking in as a Philadelphian, I don't see that. And I really just feel it's a situation where he's not going to give up half of what he has. And she's going to continue to antagonize him with the belief that if she gets on his nerves enough, he might let her out of the arrangement.
When people discuss Jada Pinkett Smith's apparent lack of boundaries, many focus on her more recent actions. But some argue the pattern goes all the way back to the very beginning of her relationship with Will Smith. While they were married for over 2 decades, what often gets overlooked is how their relationship started. When Will and Jada began dating, Will was still legally married to his first wife, Sherry Zampino. Jada has also openly admitted that she never truly wanted to get married, saying the only reason she went through with it was because she became pregnant. For many, that confession was even more shocking than later controversies. It suggested that a marriage long portrayed as unbreakable may have been built more on obligation than genuine choice. Some believe Jada has been quietly trying to distance herself from that obligation for years. So, what do you think? Are there more revelations yet to come? Or has the public already seen the worst? Share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to stay updated as this story continues to unfold.